Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about countertops. I'm going to talk about 5 different types of countertops. There's a lot more to it than just 5, but I'm going to just talk about 5 because otherwise I'll be here all day talking about countertops. So the first one I want to get into is actually concrete countertop. Concrete countertops are making a comeback. They're quite unique. I'm sure you probably seen it in Fixer Upper with Chip and Joanna Gaines. They talk about concrete countertops. They're really beautiful. The pros with concrete countertops are they're extremely durable. It gives your home a very rustic look. I'm pretty sure that's why Joanna uses it in her home and her style when she's decorating the kitchens for her clients. That's probably why she uses it. She likes that rustic feel to it. It has an endless color choice because you can add any color you want to the concrete. Sorry, I'm fixing my notes here. And it has huge design possibilities. Some of the downsides to that, or the cons, is it's very susceptible to stains and scratches. It requires maintenance. That's a problem, especially if you do use your kitchen to cook. You're going to have to be very careful with that countertop. If you have pets, again, cats, if they scratch on it, again, it's susceptible to scratches, so you have to be very careful. If you have a hairline fracture on it and you're not aware of it, they can crack. And again, that's not something you want it to happen. They are a very big investment, and they're not cheap. And not everyone likes cement countertop. I think it's a very specific buyer of clients that like that, because not everybody likes the cement. It's a very unique look. So if you're looking to sell your house within the next few years, you may not want to invest in a cement countertop because it may not appeal to all different buyers. Just something you want to keep in the back of your mind. So again, something you want to keep in the back of your mind because it may not appeal to all the buyers. The next one I want to talk about is granite. This is everyone's favorite countertop. This is what every buyer is looking out there. Every homeowner that's redesigning their kitchen, this is what they're all looking to do. I love granite. It's completely nature made, 100% nature made. Some of the pros on the granite is it's durable. It can withstand heat, so you can take your pot after you finish cooking it and put it right on the countertop and you don't have to worry about it. You can cut and chop on the surface. Again, it doesn't do anything. It's very strong. It adds a tremendous amount of value to your home. As a matter of fact, when you ever look at the listing, the first thing they'll say, they'll say it in the listing, granite countertop, stainless steel appliances, and all that good stuff. So definitely granite is a very good investment as far as countertop for your kitchen. But some of the cons with granite is that it's costly. It's anywhere from 65 to 100, maybe more per square foot, depending on the size of your kitchen. It is a huge investment. It is very costly. The other thing a lot of people may not know, and I come across this a lot, is you actually need to seal your granite. Okay? Every year you need to seal it. Now, some granite will uphold a lot better than other granites, but you will see if you don't seal it and it starts to wear down the finish, then what happens is it becomes susceptible to stains, and you may not realize it, but all of a sudden you'll be looking at your countertop and you're going to notice all these little stains that you had because you didn't seal it. So you need to seal it. The other thing that I really want to point out to this, because I see this all the time with my clients, is when they go shopping, they'll look at this they'll look at the granite, the sample in the store, and it's about A big. And they go, oh, I really like this. And I always tell them, please don't make that decision on that little particular sample because you need to see the whole slab. Granite can tend to be kind of veiny. So when you're looking at a whole slab, if you're looking at this little sample over here and there's not a whole lot of veins, but on this side over here, there's a tremendous amount of veins. You don't realize that until you order your countertop and they put it in, and all of a sudden you go, this is not the one I ordered. And like, yes, it is. You didn't see the whole slab. So you really need to see the whole slab. As a matter of fact, when you actually go to the yard and you're looking at it, they'll ask you, where do you want your countertop cut from this side where there's more vein, or maybe from this side, which is less vein. So you really, really need to see the slab on that. The next one that I want to talk about is wood. Wood is up and coming. I think it's really popular as an island. I don't know if I would necessarily put it throughout the whole kitchen, but it is great for an island. The biggest pro for wood is the natural beauty and the warmth that it brings in. I mean, there's nothing like wood. It's absolutely gorgeous. There's many different types of wood, so every wood will take the stain differently. So there's many different variations of wood, color, style, and again, it's the warmth and the beauty. That's the biggest pro with wood. It's absolutely gorgeous. The downside to that is it has to be sealed because it is wood. It's a porous surface, so it may hold on to germs, so you have to be aware of that. So you want to make sure you seal it. You want to make sure you clean it really well so the germs don't stay on it. And then again, somewhere down the line, many years later, you may need to refinish it because you will get scratches and you will get dent. But the beauty of that is that when you do refinish it, you can choose another stain, another color, and have a totally different look. You just have to make sure that whatever you choose is also food safe, because if you're going to be putting food on it, you want to make sure that whatever chemicals you put on there is food safe. I'm just going to flip my notes over. The next thing I want to talk about is bamboo. That's up and coming. I think a lot of people are getting into bamboo. Bamboo is made from grass. It's really not wood, it's made from grass. The biggest pro with bamboo, and this is what people love about it, it's environmentally friendly. This stuff grows like weeds, so it's abundance. You can find it just about anywhere. It has great antibacterial properties, which is great. So it won't harbor any germs or anything like that. So it's really very good with that. It's strong and it's durable. On the downside, it's costly. Yes, it's less than stone, but it's still costly, and you have to maintain it like you do with the wood. The one thing is it's not heat resistant, but then again, neither is the wood. So you have to keep that in mind. You can't just take your pot from the stove and put it on the countertop. So that's bamboo. The other one I want to talk about is glass. Glass is not as popular as the other ones that I've mentioned because it has a unique look, and not everybody likes this unique look. So again, keep that in mind. It's a very specific look. Glass countertops are made with glass, and it's also made with acrylic resin. So it's not 100% nature made because it has resin in it. The pros are that no two look alike. Each one is slightly different. There's a wide range of color. It's tough. It's durable, it won't chip, and the best part, it's eco-friendly because it's recycled glass. That is a big proponent of the glass countertop. That's what people really love about that. And it's fairly inexpensive. It's not as expensive as your granite or your quartz or your stone. The downside it's very, very heavy. So if it's not installed correctly, it can crack. Again, also, if you have a hairline fracture, it can crack as well. It also does not do well with high acidic foods, say like lemon or tomatoes. If you leave the juice sitting on there, the acidic will wear away at the acrylic. And so you'll have these little, I guess what they call burn spots or even yellow spots on your countertop because of that. So you have to be really careful with your acidic food. You can't leave that lying around. The last thing I want to talk about, and my personal favorite, is quartz. Quartz and granite, two of the most popular countertops that people are using in their home. But quartz, to me, is my personal favorite. It is anywhere from 94 to 96% natural stone, but it is mixed with resin because they grind the stone and they mix it with resin and they give you this beautiful countertop. The pros with that is it's extremely durable. It's non-porous. You don't have to worry about the germs at all. So it resists the stains and the scratches. And unlike granite, you don't need to seal it. And that's the beauty of it. You don't need to seal it. It's extremely easy to clean, and it comes in many different colors and style. And the other thing is that you don't need to see the whole slab, because pretty much with quartz, what you see is what you get. There's not any veins, and if it is, it's because it's man-made that way. You, whatever you see in your sample is pretty much what you're going to see in the whole slab. So that's a good thing to know. The downside of the conduit, it has to be, it's mostly, it's a fairly contemporary in style. All right. Granite tends to can have a more traditional feel to it. Not all of them, but some of them do. They have a more traditional feel to it, where quartz is really more, has more of a contemporary feel to it. But I don't really think that's a problem, because these days people are mixing the styles together, traditional with contemporary and rustic, minimalistic. So it's really not that big a deal. It's not as heat resistant as granite. You have to be careful with it, especially if you get like a white countertop on that. You want to be very careful with that. Don't take a chance of putting your hot pot on it. But it is one of my favorite, because there's so many different colors and styles that you can choose. And now, especially with quartz, that the Carrara marble is such a popular look, but it's not worth having because it's very porous. They're actually making a quartz that looks just like marble. Yeah, you can tell the difference, but it's a pretty good look-alike. The last one I want to talk about is natural stone countertop, any natural stone countertops. The pros with natural stone is just that. It's the beauty of the stone. There's nothing like it. It is gorgeous. It cleans up easy. It's very durable and very strong, but the downside is you have to seal it. And a lot of these stones are very porous. So like marble, you can't put a glass of wine on it. If you do, and you're going to have that ring, and then you're going to have to like really buff it down. And some of them you may not be able to, depends on how long that wine soaked into that stone. So you really want to be careful with that. I think the natural stones are great if you have a kitchen that you really don't cook in an awful lot. If you don't really cook on the kitchen a lot, then it's great. But if you do, you want to stay away from that. And they're also, the last thing, they are very, very, very expensive. Probably one of the most expensive countertops to get is the natural stone. So that's about it for my countertops today. I hope this helps you make a decision as to which countertop you want to use in your home. Again, it all depends on your lifestyle and your family lifestyle. If you have a kitchen that takes a lot of use and gets a lot of wear, you want to make sure you're picking the right countertop for your family. Otherwise, you're going to be sealing it and buffing it and sanding it all the time, and it's just going to give you a headache. So choose the right countertop. And if you have problems with that, I am here to help you. I offer all different kinds of packages. I work with my clients from the very beginning of the design projects to the very end. So if you would like to know more about what I can offer, what I offer to my clients as far as packages, I would love to talk to you and get to know you a little bit better and see what your design dilemmas might be. Feel free to leave any questions, any dilemmas, anything you want to talk about on the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. I truly hope that you enjoyed my video on countertops and you got some useful information, and it'll help you make that decision. Until then, talk soon. Have a great day, everyone.